gonna be like, and you can't have VODs. They're gonna get rid of, like, live stream saving, and then there's gonna go 10 more years of my life. And it says we're streaming, so yeah. I was gonna say, guys, say hi to YouTube. Let me go ahead and... Okay, yeah, no, that's everything. I'm gonna poke Moss and be like, hey, Masa. I don't think Moss is here, because Masa always pops out of the woodwork when I'm talking shit. Give me a viewer. Masa, come sit in the chat. Come fake blow up my numbers for me. Alright, so there. Alright, so what are we doing? We are getting the endings. We're getting the endings that I don't have. 4 is rough. There's like... I'm missing how many? 4? I think I remember how to get them. If I'm missing 4, I think I know which 4 they are. If it's more than 4, I'm gonna have to look at the guide. Any day now. There it goes. Alright, so... Yeah, so I've gotten these 2. I'm missing exactly 4. Good, okay. I actually know. I actually think I remember how to get these. Okay, so... The way you get these endings is... We're gonna go ahead, we're gonna load chapter 4 right at the start here, and the biggest thing that we need to do is not save Naomi. Oh. Well, shit, it looks like we already saved now. Sorry, Naomi, you're not allowed to be alive in this timeline. Do I not have? Did I save over? I sure did. Alright, well, then I guess we've got to start over. We've got to start over then. No, we don't want to view the chapter 4 opening. It's fine. Alright, so let's go in here. Let's save here because this is gonna get rough. So... I think we're fine to do this because none of the endings that I'm going to get require us to find or to have Naomi alive, so...
Yuka.
Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up here. I think we need Naomi's cell phone. I think we need her cell phone. I don't actually know.
Naomi, 大丈夫か?
Naomi. But who is the phone? Okay, we can skip all this because he's like, Tasukete kure. Alright, so we have Naomi's cell phone. We're gonna be temp saving from this point onward. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna come up here to trigger things, and then we're gonna immediately leave. I don't even think we need to see Naomi dead for this. I think we literally just have to... We just have to leave.
りしたんだよ。でね、聖子聞いてよ。なになに？振り向いたらね、菱沼がサトシの股触ってんのよ。うわー、マジ？うわ、ちょっと燃える。それ見て私、なんか菱沼をぶん殴ってやりたくなってさ。ナオミ、何それ、ジェラシー？わかんないけど、その後あの二人すんごい喧嘩してたよ。ウケる。私も見たかったよ。いや、見てないからそんなこと言えるんだよ。そうかな。実際見たら引くよ、絶対。男子ってほんとバカだよね。可愛いんだけど。
I was gonna say, I think Naomi is voicing both lines. Like, she's having a conversation with Seiko, but I think that Naomi's talking to herself. Funny enough.
そんなこと言って、ナオミ、持田くんのことが。
Like, I'm pretty sure that's just... That's not Seiko's voice actor doing those lines. I might be wrong, but that's what it sounds like to me.
誰かいるのか？
Bye!
今の音は今の音。
Okay. Oh my god. Bye!
今の音は
Do I literally have to, like...
今の
I have to? Alright, I guess we do have to... I guess we have to... I guess we have to... I guess we have to see this then. Sure.
ナオミ、バカ、何やってるんだ。道具はないか。
Twilight Ghost, help! Twilight Ghost, help! Naomi's... Help! Okay. Rip Naomi.
ナオミ、助け、お前。なんか
Well... My ears.
数時間前、いつもの教室で笑っていた友達がこんな薄暗い個室で死体になって吊り下がっている。ただ恐ろしかった。その事実が怖かった。気がつくと俺は必死で駆け出していた。ただその場から死体から離れたかった。そうなかったことにしたかったんだ。これは夢だ。現実のはずがない。だが錯乱状態はすぐに解け、俺は
But why? Where the f- even? Where am I? Oh. Hey, Naomi. Oh my gosh. Hi, Seiko.
ナオミ、すまん。お前 けてやれなかった。俺のせいだ。
It's okay, Satoshi. In another timeline, you save her. It's not my fault the achievements call for me to get every ending, alright?
どうすればいい。
My boy.
篠原、お前まで。くそ。なんだよ。なんなんだよ。なんで俺たちが死ななきゃいけないんだ。返せよみんなを。ちくそ。ちくそー。
No. Well, that sucks.
ゆか、しまった。あいつ一人にしたままじゃないか。確か渡り廊下で小便するって一人で行かせたんだ。
That's just she went outside to pee by the woods. Alright.
待ってろゆか。お前まで失ったら。
Alright, so what we are going to do is now we're going to see a character that only appears if we are on this bad ending route. This character does not appear in any other routes, period. Like, this is the only time they show up. So what we're gonna do is we are going to... Actually, let's go down this way. We're gonna save before we come in here, because why not? And then boof. And oh, she's not here. Where the ma'am? Okay, never mind. Never mind. We're gonna leave because maybe I have to go back to the schoolyard first to see her. I'm coming.
1階から渡り廊下に行けたはずだ。廊下がない。なんだこれは。なんで壁が。さっきはこの先に別館が。なんだよこれ。
Okay, I'm assuming that since we didn't save Naomi, it's not going to switch to Ayumi and Kichinuma, because it would sure suck if they made me do all of Ayumi and Yoshiki up to this point.
ゆか。ゆか。いい加減にしてくれよ。
Do not. There's no way. Oh, thank God. When it started to fade, I was like, do not make me go.
その場にただ座り込んでいた。どれほどの時間が経っただろうか。突然校舎が大きく揺れ始めた。あ、また地震か。畜生。しゃがんでても仕方がないか。ゆか、きっと助けに行くぞ。待っててくれ。何でもいい。別館へ行く方法、手がかりを探すんだ。
Okay. Now we attempt save and she's here, guys. There she is! Jeez, girl, are you good?
なんだ、落ち着いてくれ。 大丈夫か？
助けて。
前歯が折れてる。尋常じゃないな。
I wonder what happened to her tooth. You know what? I might do all of Book of Shadows before getting Corpse Party's like true ending. I want to get the time loop ending, and then like we're just gonna jump right into Book of Shadows. I think that that would be so neat.
俺は如月学園2年の持田って言うんだけど、君は？
私は白檀高等学校2年桐崎東子。
そうか。君はどうしてここに？
インターネットにあったおまじないを試したらみんなここに。
おまじないか。同じだな、俺たちと。
最初みんなで一緒にここ出ようって。そしたら友達の一人がゆうやがおかしくなって急に友達を階段から蹴り落として殺して笑いながらその死体をもてあそび始めたの。私必死に逃げてきた。
なんてことだ。
みんな狂っちゃうんだ。誰も信用できない。離れろ。向こうへ行け。
分かったよ。とにかく落ち着いてくれ。
離れろ。
Okay, I want to see if. Okay.
死にたくない。
Okay, so Toko's just gonna be here now. But yeah, I always thought it was interesting that this is the only time you ever see Toko ever. She does not, nobody else runs into her, nothing. This is the only time you can actually see her. And I think that that's neat, because I think that she's the only character that's, like, locked into you only being able to see them from, like, a bad ending. Okay. Okay. Alright, so here's what we need to do, more or less, is... So Seiko's phone should be over here somewhere. Yeah, I think that's Seiko's phone. So what we're going to do is we're going to have Satoshi realize that he needs a second person. And then we're going to go ahead and, yeah, so there's that thing over there. We're going to try to go this way, and he's going to be like, oh, I need a second person. And the only other person we know in this area is Toko. So...
逃げてしまうから一人じゃ捕まえるのは無理だな。誰かに協力してもらわないと。
So obviously we have to go talk to Toko. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna temporarily save right here. We're gonna temp save right here. And we're gonna go back to Toko. I am not gonna pick up that thing because in order to get one of the endings, I have to pick that thing up. And if I pick it up right now, I'm gonna have to go through all this over again. But we're gonna go back without it, and we're gonna try to get Toko to help us out. You know? Just help. Toko, help. Toko, I need assistance. Hey, Toko. No, I need help, Toko. No.
違う、落ち着いてくれ。さっき話しただろ。
今日の宿題も終わってないのに殺されてたまるか。
Really? You're gonna kill me because you haven't finished your homework? That's the actual fiction of this game. Oh my.
この子ハサミを持ってる。
No.
ごめんなさい。
やばい。血が止まらない。
I mean, ow. She actually...
痛え。動脈切ったか。
Ow.
なんだ。死ぬぞこれ。痛い。痛い。
Why are you screaming? You're the one who stabbed me! Well, already then. Really, I could not have guessed. Okay, so that was one. So we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna resume here. It sounded like a threat, oh my. And we need to pick this up. Someone's cell phone is lying on the ground. Pick it up? Yes. Found in the hallway. Seems Seiko was writing a text message to Naomi when she dropped it.
これは篠原の携帯じゃないか。
Seiko seemed to have been in the middle of texting someone when she dropped her phone. The text entry window is still open. While confirming the phone's owner, Satoshi wound up inadvertently reading the whole thing.
篠原。篠原。勝手に読んでしまった。
So now I have 2 cell phones. 2 whole cell phones. Hell yeah. So now we're gonna go back to Toko and we're gonna do the same thing. We need to try and talk to Toko and see if she is willing to help us out. We know for a fact she's not willing to help us out, but if I'm remembering correctly, having both cell phones will change the ending. I'm dual wielding the cell phone, so obviously that's going to change something. I'm like Darth Maul, but with cell phones. I've got the Nokia bricks. No.
違う。この子ハサミを持ってる。
ごめんなさい。
刺されたのか俺は。
The real dangers of homework. Girl, my ears.
いや大丈夫みたいだ。なぜだ。
When Satoshi found Seika's cell phone, he went to put it in his pants pocket, but Naomi's was already there, and there wasn't enough room for both. So he put it in his breast pocket instead, and that just so happened to be the exact spot where Toko's scissors struck him. The impact was fully absorbed. My girl's saving me even in the afterlife.
篠原お前が。
大丈夫ですか？
ふざけるな。こんなハサミどこから持ってきたんだ。
Satoshi threw the pair of scissors into the corner of the room.
ダメだ。この子はまともに話ができる状態じゃない。ゆい先生に会いたい。
死にたくない。殺さないで。
Okay then.
持田君、大丈夫？
Holy shit!
ゆい先生よかった。会いたかったよ。
私もよ。持田君、危ないところだったわね。
Girl, why are you asking me? Look at you! What happened to you?
中島さんと篠原さん、残念だったけれど。
I feel bad for you, ma'am. Like,
君だけでも無事でいてくれてよかったわ。
先生
よく頑張ったわね。さあ、一緒にゆかちゃんやみんなを探しましょう。
先生俺もう疲れたよ。
よし、このドアを橋に使って。なんとか脱出できたわ。
well, so much for that.
下、誰もいなかったかしら。右腕の骨が完全に中で折れて離れて。
Okay, well, now that Satoshi's here, you might be able to relocate it.
筋肉と皮膚だけでつながってる感じだわ。ひどい痛み。持ってないと。
Yeah, no, Miss Yui is the fucking goat. Like, I know, like, Nyx was like, why is she an S tier? She is just so... She's stronger than I would be in this situation.
篠崎さん、岸沼君、無事で
What the fuck?
無事でいてね。先生、今行くからね。
Yeah, no, like, how do you hate Miss Yui? Like, if there is a Yui hater in the world, they're just, ugh. This girl doing everything for these kids.
もう話、どうしたらいいのか。教師を続けていく自信がなくなってしまいました。
Ma'am, this is your first semester.
保護者の皆様から毎日メールが届くんです。結果の出せない教師など不要だって。
担任の私を飛び越えていきなり副担任の君にか。
You're not even the homeroom teacher.
私が出張で飛び回っていて、君にクラスを任せっきりにしているせいで。
Yeah, it sure is. You're telling me that... Man, I'm sorry that I keep going on business trips and leaving you in charge when it's not your job to deal with this stuff. But I make you deal with it anyway because I'm off on vacation. And when I'm on vacation, I have a very strong work-life balance. Oh my gosh. You didn't grow up with homeroom? I had a homeroom class. Really? I was going to say, I feel like that was anyway pretty normal. It's like you get to school, and then when homeroom's coming in, like... So what homeroom is it's like basically like the class before and afterwards. Like there's a teacher that's basically responsible for you and your class. Like if there's something wrong, you're usually supposed to go to your homeroom teacher or the counselor or whatever. But you would go to that class and like wait for school to start, and that homeroom class is where they would do things like school announcements, you know, passing things out for like events, like things like that. It's the attendance verification class, more or less. And then the first bell would ring, or like the bell would ring, and you would leave homeroom class and you would start going to your classes. And then at the end of the day, you would go back to homeroom, and the day would close out with anything else that needed to be closed out with. And that was it. Like, you never had that? That's crazy. Yeah. So your homeroom teacher is basically the one that is responsible for your class. Maybe it's just a lot more prominent in smaller schools. I feel like it should be more prominent in bigger schools, though, right? Because my freshman class was only 36 kids. And I'm pretty sure that number went down or up to like 34 to 38, like as the years went by. But like, there's only like 30 something of us, so one teacher could be responsible for that class. But I feel like, because if it's a bigger school, like if you've got like 300 kids, you've got to make sure you get all of the kids and like, you know, calling attendance and stuff. So I feel like homeroom is probably also there to make sure that all of the kids are accounted for, because obviously your parents gonna call you in sick if you're sick, and if you haven't been called in sick by your parents and you are also not in attendance, that means that there's a kid that is not attended, like that's not spoken for. So yeah, that's odd. I feel like your high school in like 2010 homeroom was also my first class of the day anyways. Lucky. Always having to like rush to my locker, grab my shit, and rush up some stairs to get to my next class.
苦労をかけてるね。すまないな。
いえ、副担任としてちゃんとあのクラスを見るのが私の使命ですから。
Yeah, but he has a job. Why is this man not at it? It's my fault for going on vacation all the time. Yeah, it sure is.
信用して私にクラスをお任せいただいているのはむしろ光栄なことなのですが。
I say that because if she's an assistant teacher, she's getting paid way less. As somebody who was I was assistant teacher, whatever the heck you want to call it, and like a substitute teacher, like tutor, like those people who are in those like lines of work get paid significantly less. So why am I doing your job at my wage? She's doing all of this and she's only an assistant. Yeah, I was gonna say, like, sir, stop taking vacations.
2の9のみんなにも何を言っても冗談っぽく流されてしまうし、あまり強く言うと反発されてしまうし、多分もう私みんなに嫌われてしまっています。だけど結果は大事ですし、 あの子たちには将来のためにもいい成績を取れるようにしてあげたい。いい成績を。そうすれば保護者の方も。
シシド、
はい。
目を閉じてもう一度思い
何をですか？
生徒たちさ。君が毎日それこそ必死で彼らを思う気持ちに気づいている子たちもたくさんいるという事実、思い当たらないか？
そうでしょうか。
うん。教師嫌いの篠崎は毎日君に質問をしに職員室に来ているし。
She's asking the assistant.
不登校だった岸沼も週に4回以上学校へ来るようになっている。去年1年生の時には考えられなかった光景だ。生徒はよく見ている。君は嫌われてなどいないと思うよ。
でもたとえそうだとしても、やはり結果が成績が出せなければ保護者の方には納得していただけません。
You're the assistant teacher. That's not your job. Why is this man not doing his job? Also, look. Oh, there she goes.
でないと私は教師として失格。
確かに保護者側の立場としても学校側の立場としても。
Yeah, but they should be emailing you. Are you literally that unavailable?
成績評価はとても重要なものだ。しかしまあこれは僕の考えだが、僕は結果と同じくらい、いやそれ以上に家庭が大事だと思っている。生徒たちがたった3年間の短い期間でいかに楽しく有意義に過ごすことができたか。悩んで解決して成長して大きくなって卒業の時に楽しかったって言わせてやるのが授業と同じくらい大事な教師の仕事だと思うんだ。篠崎や岸沼だけじゃない。家庭の事情で塞ぎ込み気味だった篠原も中島や君と出会って明るくなった。
篠原さんが？
隠すのがうまいだろあの子は。生徒のために何ができるか。
Yeah,
それを一生懸命に
what can you do for your students, sir?
模索する姿勢ができている時点で君は教師として合格だ。
Maybe take less vacations.
いや、君のような大人こそが教鞭を振るう場に立たなければいけない。誰にもバカにされることなんてないんだ。自信を持ちなさい。
So far, it sounds like all because you just want to be on vacation. Hey there, Rain. We're getting the bad endings, which so far this is the best ending. I don't know what they're talking about, bad ending.
君は学生時代と本当に変わらないな。悩みがあるといつも僕のところに相談に来てくれていた。
But then I became a horrible teacher that always goes on vacation, so.
大きな目に涙をいっぱい溜めてね。まあ、あんまり気張るな、シシド。君もじっくり楽しむんだ。面白い連中と過ごせる貴重な毎日を。卒業の時に先生ありがとうって頭叩かれてみな。最高だぞ。
She doesn't get to her first graduation. It's all.
保護者の皆さんには私から一度連絡しておくよ。
I appreciate you for doing your job.
わかりやすい授業の作り方は また明日にでも一緒に考えよう。ん？
先生、ありがとうございます。
ああ、嬉しいものだね。教え子に頼られるのは。
なんだかいろんな夢を続けてみた気がする。縁起でもない。高島さんたちが命を落とすなんて。私、どこにいるのかしら。これだけ言ってもわからないの？早く行きなさい。そっか、私あのまま瓦礫に埋まっちゃったんだ。篠崎さん、無事に逃げられたかな。
What happened to Satoshi?
生徒のために何ができるか模索する姿勢ができている時点で君は教師として合格だ。
私は少しでも先生らしくなれたのかな。まだ1年も経ってないけど、体動かないや。下半身の感覚もあまりないし、首から下が麻酔がかかったみたい。それにしても暗いな。寂しいな。もう少し生きていたかったな。あれ、涙。もう死ぬのに出るんだ、私。
Man.
私ね、うちの学校の先生嫌いだけど、シシド先生は大好き。お姉ちゃんと同じ雰囲気がするの。先生、猫飼ってるの？私この子が欲しいんだけど、飼うの難しい？見て見て。かわいいかわいい、超丸い耳の子。あんたじゃないの。
ゆい先生、そのタレタレパンダのネックレスさ、やっぱかけてんの？胸の形にさ。
Jesus! Alright, Yoshiki, dang!
すごいパンチだ。
Ayumi? I'm assuming.
先生、私ね、私
I was like, hey, are you wearing your panda necklace? It's really hard to tell with those huge knockers of yours. Oh my god.
向こうに行ったら手紙書きます。
Oh my, you know you won't. We're all dead.
これからも大人になってもずーっと私の先生でいてほしいの。いいでしょ？
先生、今日は自転車のチェーン外れてたよね。俺先生の失敗してる姿を観察するの大好きなんだよね。
The boys are just making fun of her.
絶対死んじゃダメだよ。 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 絶対死んじゃダメだよ。
Man. to be fair, I think what Satoshi specifically said was like, it's not like she's supposed to be super professional, but like she's stumbling over herself. And he said, I kind of like the idea, so I'm assuming that it's supposed to be like I like the idea of you just being a normal person. Meanwhile, me, the opposite. It's like, I saw my teacher outside of school exactly once, and it was the most bizarre fucking feeling I've ever felt in my life. So, but I think that he means, like, that dichotomy of there's supposed to be, like, this super professional person flubbing around like everybody else. But Yoshiki was being a pervert, so... Yoshiki, I can't defend Yoshiki. Nah, teachers live in school. They aren't real. Yeah, I think that that's what Satoshi meant, and the translation was just a little weird. You saw your kindergarten teacher at a hospital parking lot once. You hid behind your mom. Oh. So I'm assuming this happens in chapter 5. Kitty. That's her cat. Oh my god, an extra end. It's not even a bad end. I got an extra ending. Holy. Attain the alternate ending to chapter 4. Interesting. Damn, I should have gotten this one last. Because now I just feel like we're going back into the Gorn. Okay, then. So that was the alternate end of chapter 4. We still have 2 bad ends to get. What does that even say, ending list? Extra ending. Miss Yui's final moments, devoted to the very end. So this is probably actually what happens to her in chapter 5. I feel like, I guess, spoilers, Miss Yui does not make it. So let's go ahead, let's go to the chapter select, and let's grab this one? Question mark? Maybe not this one. What's in my inventory right now? Tokiko. Okay, yeah, no. We need to go earlier. We need to go farther back. We need to go a little farther back than this. Why did I save at this candle 3 times? This one, sure. Oh god, now I really don't know. Oh, okay. Okay, so this is before I got the tongue, so let me... Maybe the save in between these 2? This one? This one. Yeah, this one. Let's try this one. Hey there, QB. Let's try this one. Yeah, here we are. D&D is done for the night?
Shinozaki! 大丈夫かよ、おい。また何か感じたのか。また鼻血か。鼻だからいいが、脳。
Not the
Shirozaki.
brain blood vessel.
ありがとう。持ってるけどもらっとく。
It's little comments like this are the reason why I find Ayumi mildly annoying. And like little actions like this, she's constantly shitting on this man.
例の影響以前に体力的にもう限界か。
It's like, I've got my own
そろ
tissues,
そろ
but
休ませてやらないとな。
I'll take your tissues. Like, just take the tissues, girl. If you're gonna use it anyway. Okay, so let's go out this way.
プールか。雨で向こうがよく見えねえな。よし。篠崎、ダメだやっぱり。貸しな、文化人形。風邪ひいちまうから。お前は建物の中入ってろ。俺が調べ終わるまで更衣室で待ってろよ。
あなた一人で霊相手に何ができるのよ。
いいから何かあったら呼ぶからよ。その時は助けに来てくれよ。
あった。無茶しないでね。あと
なんだこれ以上負担をかけさせるわけにはいかないからな。
Alright, so now we're gonna come over here. Door's gonna be locked. And then I think the pump room key. And then we're gonna make a temp save right at the pump room key because there are 2 endings we can get. Okay. Oh, yeah, there it is. Alright, so we're gonna temp save here. And, we're gonna try to dig this out. We're gonna do the more gruesome one first, so avert your eyes.
水圧調整室。冗談じゃねえぞ。
Alright, so let's go ahead. And then we're gonna drain the pool. Which is something we absolutely should not do, but we're gonna do it anyway.
なんだ何か詰まってる音か。
Okay then. Well, yeah, hey Yumi. I unclogged the. I unclogged the. I did it. Oh.
はあ？なんだよ。なんでこんなことに。ああ、白崎。ああ。ああ。
That's a lot of blood considering it was underwater. Yeah, well, you know. Maybe she got whacked like right near the end. The pixels were gruesome because it implies she got torn to shreds. Truth. Alright, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit resume. We're gonna grab the pump key, and I believe the last ending I'm missing, I have to let the timer run out. To shreds, you say? I probably could have gotten this last night, but I, like, save scummed it. I think I save scummed it. I don't even know why I save scummed it. I could have just gotten this ending yesterday, but... Oh well. もういい。
まさかあいつ冗談じゃねえぞ。
We actually get to, like, hear the... We actually get to see the monologue, because I was skipping through this yesterday.
篠崎いない。さっきはやっぱり何やってんだよタグ。
You know, she just wanted to go for a swim.
何やってんだよ俺。やっぱり目を離すんじゃなかった。俺のせいだ。くそ。
Yeah, the fact that the timer doesn't stop, it's bullshit. And so now we wait until the timer goes out. So, guys, how are you doing? Yoshiki's just gonna panic out here. I'm not touching the water if I don't have to. I appreciate that the beat is going down on the timer. You know, I remember this taking a lot longer, or maybe it's because I was panicking. They really don't give you a lot of time. You went to work while you're sick and you're tired. Aw. I mean, if you need to go to sleep, Fox, it's alright. It's like, I don't know if I'm going to be finishing... I'm definitely not finishing Chapter 5 today. Depending on how many bonus chapters there are, I might not even... I might not even get an ending. Oh. That was it? Okay. I wouldn't even say that's an ending. That was just a fail state. Attained all endings in Chapter 4. Slaughter of Sorrow. I'm crying. Alright, so that was all of the endings for Chapter 4. We did it. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. And now it's time for us to do the bonus chapters that we unlocked. I believe we unlocked just one. Yeah, because we did this one. Yeah, it's 3 and 4. We'll just go in order. We'll do extra 3 and extra 4. I don't think... Yeah, because that's extra 11, and then this is the COVID chapter. So let's do extra 3 next.
お姉ちゃんいる？ん？いますよ。どうぞ。どうしたのですか？ちっちゃい方をすぼめてしまって。キュートなお顔が泣いてますね。おいで。黙っていたいですか？話したいですか？聞いてほしい。聞かせてください。姉ちゃんって
のお仕事いつなりたいって決めたの？
そうですね。ちょうどあゆみちゃんと同じくらいの時でしたね。
迷いはなかった？
はい。私は大いなる自然の意志にただ身を委ねているだけですから。まあ反対はいっぱいありましたけれどあゆみちゃんも見ていた通りですね。
姉ちゃんかっこいい。私は自分の力が不安で自信がなくて一歩前に出ることが怖くてできないの。怖くて
自信、単純な言葉だけどとっても大事なことですね。あゆみちゃんの実力は本物ですよ。お姉ちゃんずっと見てきました。苦労して苦労して一生懸命積み重ねてきた今の実力でしょ。それなのにあなた自身があなたを信じてあげなくてどうしますか？
I mean, Hinoa sure is spitting.
イラストレーターを夢見て今まで一生懸命描き続けてきたあゆみちゃん。お父様やお母様に堅実な職業をと何度反対されても夢に向かって目をキラキラさせて進み続けたあゆみちゃん。信じてあげなきゃかわいそうでしょ。
Hinoa is actually like one of the better one-off characters.
まだ隠れている子がいますね。ここに。出ておいで。お話聞かせて。
私より上手い人いっぱいいるもん。ネットとか見てたら
Aw, girl. I feel that.
私どんどん自信なくして何万もの人がいる中でどれだけの幸運か力があったらその人たちの前に出ていけるのって。
I was gonna say, I feel like the best way to not get in your head about that is that, like, yeah, sure, there's a bunch of other illustrators and stuff out there, but, like, somebody's gonna want you for your style eventually once you, like, perfect a style that is completely and uniquely yours. So, I mean, who cares? Even if your style is very similar to someone else's, somebody just might like your vision of things better, or your eye for things better.
私のお友達にお仕事で絵を描いている方がいますが。
I was gonna say, either way, you really shouldn't get into it to make money. I got into drawing because it's cathartic. I think that, like, as a byproduct of really liking it, it was easier for me to get work, but man, I don't think that you should aim to do art for a living.
案外どういう世界でも動いたものがどんどん夢をつかんでいくと聞きますよ。この子を知っていますか？今心霊研究の学会の間でも作家業界の間でも有名になりつつある女の子。
Hinoa handed a book to Ayumi.
なんて読むの？さえの木？
さえのきなほさん。 すごいスピードで作品を書き上げてどんどん投稿してめきめきと頭角を現している次の半期の芥川賞最有力候補と目されているんだとか。すごい。なんとあゆみちゃんと同い年なんですよ。この子はですね、実は誰に文法やロジックの組み立て方を教わったわけでもなく。
Okay, I was praising this girl earlier, but I don't think that the answer to, oh my gosh, somebody, hey, look. I was gonna say, I don't think that the answer to, like, hey, I'm so insecure, like, there are so many people who are better than me, going, yeah, here's this girl who's probably also better than you, and she's your age.
ただひたすらに我流で書き続けているそうなのです。どうやら書くことが楽しくて仕方がないみたいですね。
Yeah, there we go. There's the vision.
楽しいん
自分を信じて初心を忘れず、失敗してもその時対処すればいい。私もいつもそう自分に言い聞かせているのですよ。
Aw, baby, she's just coming over this way. You're fine.
お姉ちゃん、
You want me to kick her out? Moxie's trying to, like, mess with her.
はい。
決めた。私もっと頑張って絵描きさんになる。それでね、同い年のこの人、ナホさんの本に表紙書かせてもらうんだ。
わあ、すごい素敵ですね。お姉ちゃんもその本今から楽しみですよ。私の自慢の妹ですってうちのお客さんに自慢しちゃいます。
応援してくれる？
はい。
お姉ちゃん大好き。
お姉ちゃん応援していますよ、あゆみちゃん。
Well, that was sweet. I guess. I say through my tears. Alright, let me go to the chapter select, because then we have to do chapter 4, but I am actually going to take a break. I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and then I'm probably gonna kick Moxie out for a little bit. Well, let me see. Let me see. If she calms down a little bit, maybe I don't have to kick her out, but I don't, this little weird rivalry thing y'all have going on, I don't like it when y'all do it when I strum. So, I'm gonna keep an eye on the kitties for a little bit, see how they do. But otherwise, go ahead, get out, stretch, grab a drink, grab a snack, whatever it is you need to do in order to enjoy the stream. And I will be right back with some more Corpse Party after I take a break. Oh my god. I killed it! I almost did it again. I almost turned the stream off and on again. Sorry for the wait. I'm not sure. I think that Moxie should be okay. Maybe question mark. I can't really tell if she's up to no good or not. But there was something like stuck in my teeth, I guess, TMI. So I just did the full floss, rinse my mouth with mouthwash and brushing my teethies. Since I'm done with my coffee anyway. And so, yeah, I got all that done. And so now we're back. So, that's fine. Alright, let me move this here, move this here, move this here. Click on this. I'm gonna assume Moxie is not gonna be doing any shenanigans. We are gonna hope that Moxie is not doing any shenanigans, you know? Sometimes we just have to hope and pray, but she hasn't done anything that makes me feel like she's gonna continue being a brat, so we're just gonna hope that if she comes back in here, she goes back to her little hole in the cat tree. But she's out and about, so I don't want to, like, close the door and kick her out unless, like, she is actively messing with my kitty cat. But alright, so let's go ahead and let's get into extra chapter number 4. I love that for me.
おお、これってデートに誘っても OK ってことか？
あれ？何そのセリフ？俺ん時そんなのなかった。
来いよ。恋のソムリエ片山様と呼んでも構わんぞ。
まだまだだよ。とにかく一遍クリアしてくるんだ。話はそれからだ。
ち、見てろ。度肝抜いてやる。
It's like I got the guide right here.
盛り上がるのは結構だが、ここが生徒会室であることは忘れてないだろうな。
Fukuroi, my boy.
もちろん忘れてない。
大丈夫大丈夫。いつものことだし。
俺たち適当に遊んでるから気にしなくていいぞ。
そうそう。さっさと生徒会の仕事を終わらせて一緒に帰ろうよ、マサト。
The be right back is still there. Professional stream, by the way. Yeah, it's like my sanity is gonna be right back.
あのな
あ、ちょっと陽介、それ二股って言わない？
俺は手広く行くのさ。うら、
うわ、手出した。なんてことを。ウィース
Please.
まあちゃんと本命一筋で行けよ。
何騒いでんの？俺も混ぜてくれよ。
ただの恋愛ゲームだぞ。
おお、ゲーム。お前らほんと好きだよな。
今カッコ笑いとかつけなかったか、おい。
いや、だってさ、ね
恋愛プアは言うことが違うね。
え、なんだと？
まあ実物見て目覚ませって。
おお、かわいいじゃん。
だろ？
何これ超リアル。あ、なあなあ、袋にやらせようぜ。
いいね。
ふくろいくん。ちょっとこれマジで面白そう。一緒にやろうぜ。
They want to know what kind of girl he's
俺は今
into.
仕事中。
硬いこと言うなって。ほら、袋井どの子が好み？選ぶまで仕事させないぞ。
たく邪魔ばかりするなお前らは。
お、かわいいな。おお、ちっちゃ。おお、胸でけえ。うわ、
父見て即決って
See big boobs, breath confirmed. Just like me, for real.
黒いお前巨乳好きだったのか。
巨乳とか大声で言うな。
He's like, oh my god, shut up!
なるほどな。いや、いいんじゃないの。
性癖が出るよな、こういうの。
お堅い人ほどむっつりだという典型的なパターンですね。
うるさい。
照れない照れない。
じゃあ俺部活行ってくるわ。ってところで片山、今度それマジ貸してくんない？
Was that it? Extra 13 has been unlocked. And extra chapter 4 clear. Wait, what? Oh yeah, okay. So 14, it said? Alright. Are we just gonna like bunny hop? Alright, so let's go to chapter select. And it was, oh, 13. What the? Oh, this is gonna show us what happened with, Yoshiki. Because Yoshiki got out. We don't know how he did that. Is this gonna show us how we... Oh. Why you got him on all fours on the ground like that, bro? The mysterious black and zombie-like figure was staring down at me, hammer raised above his head, poised to strike me down at any moment. His eyes were hollow and his cheeks were stained with bloody tear tracks, adding exponentially to his already menacing appearance. Crap, there's no way I'm gonna survive this. I tried desperately to move my legs, but they just wouldn't respond. It was as if the nerves had been cut. I wasn't going anywhere. I didn't know if it was because of the strike I'd taken or because I knew I was going to die. But I couldn't stop my legs from shaking or my teeth from chattering. No matter what I did, it's like I'd lost all control over my body. Damn it, move, move. The hell? This guy getting off on people's fear or something?
ふざけやがって。なんなんだよてめえ。なぶり殺しにでもするつもりか。いい加減にしやがれ。この。
Man, Yoshi is really, like, terrified out of his mind, but is like, you man, if you're gonna kill me, then kill me. The hell is he doing? I can't live through all the crap I've been through just to die in fear and some dumped in.
動けよ、足。動け。動け、動け、動け、動け、動け。
Suddenly, the muscles that had frozen up on me sprang to life in one glorious explosion of movement, and in that moment... Is that freaking Okawa? I don't remember Okawa being here. Okawa's the one that saves Yoshiki. Where did I have this man? I know he was like an F tier or something because he's so, like, I thought he was annoying. I might actually have to make like a new tier list after this. I don't know. I don't think this is new. It might be. I don't remember this happening. My boy Yoshiki. This might actually be new. That's crazy. Aw, hold on. Where's my little tier list? I had my tier list and it's gone. I can't believe I'm gonna have to make a new tier list because I know Okawa was like an F tier.
足動くな。急がないとあいつがまた戻ってくるよ。黙って俺についてきて。わかった。
I had no idea where this kid was taking me. It was all a blur of narrow passageways, and I was just blindly following them to safety, I guess. We just kept on running through one dimly lit corridor after another. There was no real sense of direction, nor even of the distance we'd covered. This is crazy. I don't remember this happening. This might be new. Yoshiki and boy.
そこの教室に隠れよう。
おう。
ここまで来れば多分大丈夫。
死ぬかと思ったぜ。誰だか知らねえが助かった。
Oh, he's gotta go up like a whole like rank if he saved my boy Yoshiki. I'm sorry, Okawa. I'm sorry I ever doubted you.
いや、どうもいたしまして。本当に間に合ってよかった。
外でなんか割れる音がした。あの化け物の気をそらしてくれたのあれお前か。おかげで命拾いしたぜ。俺は如月学園って学校の2年岸沼だ。
俺は白檀高等学校2年の大川智弘。よろしく、岸沼。
My gosh. Okawa actually being not annoying. I can't. You can't just flip my whole universe like this. I hated this little... like, going through Tooth and, like, seeing how it's kind of his fault that Kizomi crashes out. Like, Kizomi's a piece of garbage, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not sitting here and going, it's his fault that Kizomi's a psychopath. Kizomi was always a psychopath. But, like, him being unhinged and, like, annoying as hell is, like, what set him off. And because of that, he was, like, he was definitely either in D or F tier. Like, I'm pretty sure he was in F tier. And you're telling me this man saved my boy Yoshiki? He needs to go up, like, 1 or 2 tiers just for that.
何？
なんで目合わせねえんだ。
その、なんていうか。
なんだよ。
うちの学校に島田ってやつがいてさ、岸沼君少し雰囲気が似てるんだよね。
Which one's Shimada? Use... hold on. Which one's Shimada? Oh, it's Kai. Okay, no, First off, how dare you? How dare you compare my boy Yoshiki to that E-boy? And second...
気分を悪くしないでほしいんだけど、条件反射かなんか癖みたいな。
よくわかんねえけど人一人助けたんだぜ。お前もっと堂々としてろよ。おいおい、さっきから謝ってばっかだね。
本当だね。ところで、なんで岸沼君はあいつに捕まってたの？
わかんねえ。後ろからいきなり殴られて気がついたらあそこに。あんな野郎、思いっきり殴りやがって。あっくそ、こぶできてんじゃねえか。守りたいやつがいるのにあんな終わり方、死んでも死にきれねえよ。しかし俺たち以外にまともに話ができる人間がいるとは思わなかったぜ。
そうだね。俺も、あ、いた。
腕どうかしたのか？
うん、ちょっと。
Hey, somebody, anybody, hello, anybody there? If you're there, please answer. Hey.
今の、健介。
Kensuke? Kensuke. Dang, I'm having to Google because he's using their first names. Kurosaki, I think, is Kensuke? Yeah, it's Kurosaki. No, wait, come back!
急にどうしたんだよ。
聞こえたんだ、健介の声が。
健介？
うん、同じ高校の一緒に飛ばされてきた友達だよ。上の階だ。
Hey, anybody say something. I don't think Kishinuma can hear him. Yoshiki probably can't hear him because it's not voiced.
健介、ここにいるのか。ね
Hey.
え。
どこだ？
Oh,
声はこんなにはっきり聞こえてんのに。
never mind,
ど
he
こにもい
can't.
ねえ。
It sure isn't coming in loud and clear for me.
健介。
ちょお前、あんまでかい声出すな。見つかるだろうが。
だってずっと探してたんだ。健介、健介。
Mitsuki, Fukuroi, Kizami, where did you all go?
なんで聞こえないんだよ。健介、俺はここだよ。健介。
But it seemed pretty clear that this Kensuke person couldn't hear him at all. Kensuke's cries gradually receded into the distance.
なんで俺ここにいるのになんで行っちゃうんだよ。俺は一人で逃げたから。
どうした？お前何言ってん？
きっと罰なんだ。どれだけ逃げてみんなを置いてきたから。
そうか。
逃げたんだよ。友達を置いて自分だけ逃げたんだよ。
Okay, so that might be part of the reason why I'm not a big fan of Okawa. Because not only did he set off Kizami, but then he was like, he like actually just ditched us all.
陽介が浦部や桐崎を置いて。
大川、落ち着けよ、大川、大川、おい、くそ。
So like, I do feel bad because these kids have been here for a bit, quite a bit longer than the Kisaraki Gakuen kids. So they have, oh, he's like, fuck up, bro. Yeah, bro is like snapped, like, by this point. Not sure what else to do. I put my hand over his mouth to muffle him.
バカ野郎、こんなところで大声出してんじゃねえ。見つかっちまうって言ってんだろ。いや、とりあえず大丈夫か。
90 with no caffeine.
約束したのに。ずっと一緒だったんだ。学校でも遊ぶ時もいつも一緒にいたのに。陽介、ごめんな。ごめんな。
I think Ryosuke's the blonde? I think that's Katayama. I know the exact opposite names of the ones he's calling. Katayama Ryosuke. Yeah, it is. Okay, so he's talking about his best friend, the blonde that was playing the dating sim. Yeah, he gets his leg chopped off and he bleeds out, and then Kizumi throws him down the stairs. So he is kind of done by this point, but you know.
ずっと一緒。大川、お前だけじゃねえよ。多分俺もそうだ。
So like, I can't tell if he's talking about Ayumi or Satoshi here. Because, like, his whole thing is when he was with Ayumi, the person he wanted to find the most was Satoshi, but now he's been separated from Ayumi. He's probably talking about Ayumi.
岸沼君
今この瞬間も
Ah, yeah, left
あい
her.
つを一人にしちまってる。
Okay, to be fair, she ran off and then you got the crap beat out of you, so it's not necessarily her fault.
とにかくよ、後ろばっか見ねえで、これからできることだけ考えようぜ。
A distinctly electronic sound was suddenly audible from somewhere.
なんだこの音。
He proceeded to pull out a handheld gaming system from his pocket, which had clearly been powered on, its LCD fully
電
lit.
源切ってたはずなのにどうして
The title screen of a rather pastel-looking game was proudly displayed on the
ラ
device.
ブミラクル君にキュンキュン革命プラスなんだこれ。
Nanda kore? Palpitation Revolution is a wild name, by the way.
え知らない？今人気の恋愛シミュレーションゲームだよ。 CM くらい見たことあるんじゃない？
We're really gonna talk about this right now. Look, I mean, so long as the battery's running, we might as well sit and play a couple rounds.
知らねえな。バイトが忙しくてあんまテレビ見てねえから。
嘘。信じられない。
I can't believe. Are we actually gonna sit down and play some dating sims right now?
うっせえ。つうかそれ電源切っとけよ。ゲームやってる場合じゃねえだろ。
He says.
そうなんだ。何これ？勝手に動いてる。
何？
It's okay. Yosuke's ghost just wants to finish his level.
こんなことってありなのか？でも幽霊とか普通にいるところだし、あってもおかしくないか。
He's like, I didn't get to finish.
勝手に遊び始めるゲーム機か。篠崎が前に言ってた霊障ってのか。いや、なんだ、ポル
ターガイスト。
そう、それだ。
That's exactly what it seemed to be, as the game really was playing itself. The cursor was moving on its own, picking choices and progressing the story.
これ、涼介がクリアしたがってた高波さんのエクストラシナリオだよ。
Ryosuke is just trying to finish his game in the afterlife. My god. What are you talking about? He's finishing it now.
まさかその涼介ってやつは。
He's here with us right now. He's finishing his game.
マジか。
涼介、足に大怪我してて、血が止まらずにどんどん冷たくなっていく。本当は分かってたのに認めたくなかった。だからあいつに言ったんだ。
And then you called him a murderer, and now everyone's dead.
大川。
人殺しって言っちゃったんだ。冷たくなった涼介、階段から蹴り落としたから。くそ、絶対許せない。
They actually cover this in this. Holy. This is definitely new.
なんだそりゃ。ひでえ仲間がいたもんだな。
もっと行きたかったよな。もっとゲームやりたかったよな。助けてあげられなくてごめん。
And they were roommates.
ごめんよ、涼介。
おかしくなるやつも出てくるか。きついよな。
Also, why does Yoshiki keep getting the crazy ones?
タイトル画面に戻って。
なあ、大川。その涼介ってやつは見えないだけで案外お前のそばにいいんじゃねえの？
あいつが
気休めかもしんねえけどよ。それもそいつがお前に何か伝えたくて動かしたとかさ。だったらよ、そのゲーム機があればいつでもそいつと遊べんじゃねえか？
岸 岸沼君。
おい、なんだよ、いきなり抱きつくな。
ありがとう岸沼君。気休めでもいい。すごく嬉しい。涼介の例ならいつでも来いだよ。
I'm hugging you.
ああ。
俺岸沼君に会えてよかった。
Man, I can't believe that Okawa is gonna have to go up a whole frickin'
わかったから、くっつくなって。鼻水つけんな。
You're snotting me up something fierce.
もう誰かが死ぬの見たくないよ。ねえ岸沼君、絶対生き残ろうね。
ああ、言われなくてもそのつもりだ。こんなふざけたところをとっとと脱出してやる。そのためには
Oh, cold.
他の奴らとも早く合流しないとな。
And then they immediately split up like idiots. What the? No, okay, maybe not. Oh God.
くそ、見つかった。
とにかく逃げよう。
Oh God. Well, what am I supposed to do now? It seems to exist purely for a show. What? What? Well, what do you want me to do? Why is the music so freaky? I don't think that I can literally. Hello. Help. Can I just move?
なんだこいつら、邪魔しやがって。
このままじゃ外に出れないよ。
こいつらをどこかに引きつけておけるといいんだが。お前、なんか持ってねえか。子供が喜びそうなもんとかよ。
The game system. This seemed to trigger an aha moment from Okawa, who began digging inside his pocket with purpose.
これはウサギか。
ウサギじゃない。マハ少女パンツァールのサンクタム君のラバーストラップ。そんなことも知らないの。
Sir, I get it. I get it, you're really into waifus, but we're gonna need you to eat that thing as far as possible, please.
知るかよ。本当にそれ子供向けか。
大人も子供も楽しめるのが最高のエンタメさ。
Oh my God. Sir. Sure. There's nothing else to...
どうか。
The blue spirits begin to gather around the rubber strap.
聞いてんな。幽霊と言ってもやっぱガキだな。
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here. You might want to run. Did I just die? Oh my God. I'm glad I temp saved. Oops. Alright, so I guess they don't like that show. I guess that show sucks.
なんだこいつ。
このままじゃ。
こいつお前。これ
さっ
知る？
大人も。
なんか怪しいぞ。俺はコンビニのバイトをしてるが、子供用のお菓子コーナーにそのキャラの商品はなかった。むしろ大人が買ってくくじの方で見たことある気がする。
By older men.
ああ、それ俺も買ったよ。ラストワン賞がサンクタム君の髪飾りさ。
This hair ornament.
じゃあ子供にはポンコツじゃねえか。
あ、
Oh, this is gonna be what does it. It's almost as if in reaction to my statement, the handheld gaming system flew from Okawa's
俺
pocket.
のゲーム。
バカ！あれ大事なやつだろ。なんでしっかり持ってねえんだ。
持ってたさ。でも気がついたら床の上を滑っていったんだ。
The blue spirits immediately began to draw near the game system, obviously intrigued. Oh my god, they're into the boobs. Children! Don't be perverts.
もしかしたらやっぱダメか。
うわー、すげえ。何これ。
The system began to play of its own accord, showcasing some high-end decision-making far beyond the scope of mere casuals. The children are intrigued.
面白い。もっともっと。
また動いてる。凌介が動かしてるのか。
ありがてえ。この隙に逃げようぜ。
だけど
あれが大事だって、その気持ちはわかるが、凌介ってのが守ってくれてるんなら、今はその思いに応えなきゃいけねえんじゃねえのか。お前のダチに助けられたな。
凌介。
泣くなって。
だって
まあ、はっきりしてよかったじゃねえか。その凌介ってやつはお前のそばにいた。ゲームは置いてきたが、多分これからもお前のことを影から助けてくれるんじゃねえか。いいやつだな。じゃあそいつのためにも何が何でも生き残らなきゃな。やっべ、もう来やがった。逃げるぞ。
We run! Yeah, no, I definitely didn't do this before. It's crazy that Okawa's, like, not with me, though. Like, he doesn't have, like, a little health bar, even though he's with me.
岸島君、一度二手に分かれよう。
Why? Uh-huh. You know, I was wondering how they were gonna separate these two, because surely these two idiots aren't gonna split up after he says, I ran away from my friends and now I can't find them again. And Yoshiki also said, I can't find my friend, and it's like my biggest regret is that I got separated from them. Surely they aren't going to separate without something forcing them apart. Surely.
でもよ、
このまま逃げてもいつかは捕まるよ。相手をかく乱して隙を作る。ゲームではよくある攻撃パターンだ。大丈夫。俺意外に足速いんだよ。岸沼君、約束して。絶対生き残ろう。
お前だいぶ復活したな。
君のおかげさ。
He's kind of right. No, this is kind of bullshit.
よし、行け。
またね。
行っちまいやがった。あいつ本当に足速いんだな。またお前か。
What the Ow. And then he just leaves me there. Hey, it's Sachiko! I guess they couldn't get Pikachu back. And just where were you? Ah. When I call, you have to come right away, understand? Oh, did you talk back to me? I don't want to hear any excuses from a blockhead like you. You want me to rip out that tongue of yours? Oh. That's a good boy. Now follow me. Ow. Oh god, my head is pounding.
血出てんじゃねえか。くっそ。
So that's how he got that.
確か薄暗い部屋に監禁されてハンマーを持ったやつに殺されそうになって。
He forgot about Okawa.
それからダメだ、やっぱ思い出せねえ。けどなんだ、誰かの顔がなんとなく。
Dang.
こいつに助けられたのか。頭痛い。どれくらい気を失ってたんだ。
If his short-term memory
篠崎のやつを見つけてやらないと。
if his short-term memory is that rocked, he needs to not go to sleep until he goes to the hospital.
待ってろよ、篠崎。
Chapter 13 clear. Did I not unlock another one? You're telling me the rest of them are unlocked in chapter 5? There's no way. All of them? Jesus Christ. That's a lot of chapters. That's a lot of... Can I talk about the fact... Let me check. Let me just triple check this before we do anything else. I have 11 of 33 achievements. That means 2/3 of the achievements in this game are in chapter 5 alone. Two-thirds. Like exactly 2/3. That is insane. Quiet. That is actually, like, wild to me. Okay. So, the plan today is I'm gonna try and get us as close to what I like to call the time loop ending as possible. Maybe possibly getting it. If we don't get it, then we will get it tomorrow. And then what we'll do is once we've gotten that specific ending, I want to hop into Book of Shadows. Because Book of Shadows is like a prequel, midquel, sequel to Corpse Party 1. But all of Corpse Party 2, Book of Shadows, happens either before or during Corpse Party 1. Except for the final chapter, which is the titular Book of Shadows, and that acts as like a little sequel chapter. So I kind of want to do all of the chapters in Book of Shadows after I get the time loop ending, and then once we do all but that, I want to go back. Confusing, I know. Beat the game, and do all the bonus endings and stuff, and then I want to jump back and do Book of Shadows, just because I think it would be neat to do things that way. Don't forget the 14 event. I mean, I have until 7 a.m., right? I'm not stopping the stream just to do that. But yeah, so I think that's what we are going to do now. I'm pulling out the name tag guide because there's a lot of name tags, and there's so many. There's so many. Let me show you all this. Let me show you guys this garbage. If I were to go to the name tag list, the name tag list for chapter 4. Also, first off, the name tag list for chapter 1 is just 6 names. Then 6 names again. And then chapter 3, we're starting to get a little ridiculous. And then chapter 4, alright, still 1 page. And then we have chapter 5. Look at this. That's a lot of name tags. So, man, this is gonna be rough. I fucking hate starting chapter 5. I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. But I will. I hate starting chapter 5. If there is one thing I hate doing, is chase sequences. I hate chase sequences. Chase sequences can eat my ass. But we gotta do it. I guess. Ugh. So, what we have to do, I believe, is we have to get an item. And in order to do this, we have to literally go all the way around the school, get the item, and then walk by. If we don't do it that way, if we try to just go and get the item, like, we have to go all the way around, get the item, and then come all the way back. It's pretty shit, and it is very easy to get caught by Kizami while you are going through the door. And if I get caught by Kizami, it's just a bad end. There's nothing that I can do. There will be failure, and I don't want it in my life. But we can try. It's bullshit, but we'll just... I don't even remember how to get all of the endings, man. But currently, what I'm gonna try to do, my goal is to save, is to pick the right choice as Yoshiki, and not get caught by Kizami. And then I'm going to pray. Oh my god. My cat's such a... You're so stupid. She's being so cute. Why are you like this? Go to bed over there, stupid. Yes, hello, hi. You're so dumb. I'm not gonna play this game while you're trying to mess with me. My cat's being such a brat. But alright, so this is what I'm gonna attempt to do, and... Why? Why? And I'm showing off the room when there's so many, like, takeout containers because I've been lazy and haven't cooked. You're making this place look like a sty. Silly. I was going to say, I know that this place always looks cluttered, though. I've got, like, a little rack hanging off the wall, but... Let's just go. I don't want to do this. Yeah. Sure. I was gonna say, don't I have to? I just wanted to lose consciousness. The deepest part of my brain had become thoroughly clouded over, and there were moments where I felt as though I could almost slip away. But the intense pain would always wrench me back to my senses before I could follow through. I would have welcomed even momentary loss of consciousness with open arms, but any sort of respite from my suffering was plainly denied me. The only possible escape was death, and death was certainly at hand, but it was taking an eternity to reach me. It was like a shellfish removed from its shell. I knew my fate, but only the chef could make the end come, and she was savoring my torment. Am I gonna have to... Oh, I'm still in hell. I thought I skipped all this. I literally can't skip her screaming. Holy. Alright, yeah, I get it. I'm getting my eyes stabbed out. Holy. Yep. Okay, moving on. Me. It's like, we just saw this!
その後、なぜか犯人は3人の遺体から舌をハサミで切断している。
さあ、口を開けてごらん。
My eyes. Let's just skip through that. It's fine.
What どうしたの？そんなに震えて。
今の声、どうかしたのですか？
ん？僕？何も言った記憶はないけど。さあ、タトウ。しゃがんでいても、僕の妹も、君のお兄さんも見つからないよ。
お腹が、私。
ゆかちゃん、そんなに苦しいのか？人間は限界まで排泄を禁じられるとこんな顔になるのか。哀れな姿だ。ここでしろと脅したらどんな顔するんだろう。
Sir, please.
いや、待て。哀れだと。そうするか。俺と暮らすか。
私、やっぱりいいです。一人でお兄ちゃん探します。
何を言ってるんだ、ゆかちゃん。君のお兄ちゃんは僕だ。僕の妹は君だ。ここからは抜け出せない。絶対みんな死ぬ。
Oh my god, I didn't realize they started me with the Yuka chase. This is just rude.
やがて訪れる最後の瞬間まで僕らは兄弟でいい。
Sayonara. Why are you going this way?
そっちは行かない方がいい。下の階ではさっき悪いことが起こった。
Their skeletal remains sprawled across the floor. Seto. Okay, just give me a second, Kizami. I'm gonna need you to not chase my ass right this second. Why is it so dark? Why are you doing this to me? My ass, eat it. Alright, door locked. Got it. Okay. At least they gave me a save here. But man. Oh, this is gonna be rough. Like real rough. Dog wolf woof. Also, I think Moxie, you better not start acting out. She came in, Moxie trotted in and looked up, stanced up like a little diva, and I'm like, no, don't start messing with her right now. Not during like one of the hardest chase sequences in this freaking game. Because I don't remember.
君、早く逃げるんだ。でも手当てしないと死んじゃいます。傷抑えてますから頑張ってください。早く離れろ。
黒崎、誰にやられたんだ
？Ow!
兄さんの言うことを聞かないか。ゆか。
Here we go! Alright, so we want to. I need to get around him and go all the way the other way.
ピクピク痙攣して無残。
My shoe!
膝見、やめるんだ。
Time for the worst part of the game. I fucking hate this part. 1000%, this is probably the worst part of the game.
膝見、膝見。ごめんな。
あ？
コロとガキの自分からお前を止めていればよかった。親友として俺はやるべきことをしてやれなかった。
何言ってんだお前。俺の親友だったつもりか？
I mean, he's your only friend, bro.
お前が俺の味方したこと一度でもあるのかよ。
今本気で反省してる。
もういいよ。お前死ぬし。で親友としてやれなかったことってなんだよ。教えろよ。
これだ。
I sure hope you've got a pocket knife in there, sir.
何でも人のせいにしてんじゃねえよ。弱飯。
Kurosaki, my goat. You just deserve to go out like this. No
目
shit.
覚ませキザミ。お前の向かっている先には何にもないぞ。何にもだ。
バカが。弱者はお前だ黒崎。
Just giving him the London special. No.
気がついたかいユカ
Oh god.
も
Bro.
う大丈夫だ兄さんが守ってやる強い強い兄さんが守ってやるなんだこれ鍵か理科室黒崎お前にはもう必要ないよなここで幽霊にむごい殺され方するのは嫌だ大丈夫そんなことさせないそんな運命から守ってあげるよ俺が終わらせてあげる君の小さな命待て待てよおい
Alright. Oh my god, please. Oh my god. Fuck his name tag. I was gonna try and get his name tag, but never mind.
Yuka!
I'm not here, motherfucker. Eat my ass. It's okay, Yuka. We go in. These name tags could suck dick. I'll get them later. Alright. Oh my god. We're fine! Okay, I hope this is the right way. Because if it is not the right way, I'm gonna be very upset. Okay. Not here, motherfucker! I'm so... We're gonna...
いい子だろユカこっちへおいで
No.
殺すぞユカおい
Alright. Yeah, eat my ass, motherfucker. Yep, can't get me now, bitch. Hey! Bye! Get fucked! Isn't this when she finally pees herself? She already did. First try. Let me tell you about how fucking ass this chase sequence is if you don't know what you're doing. First off, I knew exactly where the key was. Second off, they start you in here, and then they make you think, oh, I have to go east, instead of going back into the, you know, back into the door you just came from. If you go up to the door, the front entrance door, it is locked. You cannot get through it. So, obviously, Kizami, by the point of you checking the entrance, will be in the room with you. So you'll try to go east, and then that thing will fall down, and you won't be able to go east. So then you have to, like, make your way around Kizami, making sure you don't get caught by him, and then you have to go through this way, and then you have to find the key to get out. When I say the amount of fucking times I got caught before thinking maybe I have to get caught because I didn't know where the key was. So I let myself get caught and the game keeps going. So I'm like, okay, well maybe I just need to get caught here. Maybe this is just where Yuka dies. No. And then not only is the bad ending where you're stuck here, like, I don't remember even when the bad ending pays off. Like, I'm pretty sure you have to go through most of the frickin' chapter for this ending to happen. It's pretty shit. On top of that, did you see how many fucking bodies? Did you see how many bodies? There were so many bodies. There were so many bodies that I'm gonna have to find. This is awful.
Yuka!
No.
こっちだよ。こっち。
どこかな
どこかな。
ランラビットラウンド
Why is it that sometimes Sachiko helps and doesn't? So Sachiko helped me here because she has plans. For one, it's so this will happen. It's literally probably just because it's harder to kill Kizami. So, she probably set him up to get ambushed there. It's much easier to get Yuka, so... Hi, Morishige.
前どこにいる？何時間経ったんだ。もう夜が明けているくらいじゃないのか。喉が乾いた。まったくどこまで心配をかけるんだ、マユ。お前は今どうしてる？どんな思いでさまよっている？壊れやすいお前、繊細なお前には俺がついててやらないと。
しげにー、待って。あれ、そっち？今日部活はどうするの？
どうしたものだろうな。
今日は主役選抜のオーディションがある日でしょ？
はあ、だけど俺はやっぱりやめておくよ。
どうして？私知ってるよ。しげ兄が一月前から本読み込んで体育準備室で練習してたの。
見てたのか？なんだよ、声かけろよ。
真剣だったもの。私ちょっと嬉しくて。
はあ、だけど俺はやっぱりやめておくよ。
どうしてよ。あんなに頑張ってたのに。
演技の優劣よりもみんな慣れ合いで投票するに決まっているからさ。マユ、お前はまっすぐな人間だからきっと育児のないやつと思うかもしれないが、こういうオーディションは実力だけで決まる世界じゃないんだよ。
ああ、
嫌いなんだ。行きたくもないコンパとか言って愛想笑いするの。ま、要はみんなに好かれていない俺に原因があるわけだけれど。
私好きだよ。しげ兄の演技キラキラしてピカピカで楽しそうで。だけど嫌ならやめとこ。無理に出ることないもん。私だけは見たもの。しげ兄のラスコーリニコフ。じゃあ帰ろう。あ、そうだ、 バナナのね、美味しそうなのが新しく出たみたいなの。
マユ、俺分かったよ。マユには俺がついててやらないと危なっかしくて仕方ない。そう思っていたけれど違うんだ。お前のマユのその顔にしげにって呼んでくれるその声に俺が救われていたんだ。出てきてくれ、お願いだマユ。一人にしないで。くそ、他人の不幸でも見ないとやってられない。俺はまだマシだ。まだマシ。たくさん集まったな、死体の写真。不思議だ、全部本物なのに作り物にしか見えない。テレビや映画の特撮の死体だって嘘くさく見えるわけだ。
Bro has lost it.
これが一番派手だな。保健室前の粉砕死体。
It's time for 見ないで。見ないで。
すごい、この肉の塊一つ一つが意志があって動いていた人間だったんだ。死んだ後の世界があるのなら、この子は自分のこんな無様な姿を人に見られてどう思うんだろう。赤の他人だから別に心も痛まないがなんだ、着信しているのに写メ画像のままだ。着信表示も出ていない。音だけが鳴っている。壊れたかな、携帯の OS が。
Because he's holding the phone up to, I was like, why is it only coming out of one of my headphones? Because he's holding it up to his ear. That, I never put that together. I don't even know if it was like dynamic audio for the PSP version. Jeez, Mayu, stop kink shaming. She's like, I didn't consent to this kink. Jesus, he put his whole pussy into that friggin' scream. Oh my god. He was like, I don't have that many lines, so I've got to really push this one.
赤いワンピースの女の子。
私 たかもその子の霊。
Luca, you picked the worst times.
聖子と一緒にいた時、暗い教室で。
Baby, why are you? Where is she even? I don't see it. Her fat ass is in the way. I can't even see. What's the matter? She being a booty? I don't even know where she is.
しゃがんでじっとこっちを見てた。
Fair reaction when you're getting to your dead friend. Yeah. She sees Moxie doing something and she doesn't like it. But I can't see Moxie, so I can't see what she's doing.
俺も暗い廊下の陰から見られていた。
She being a butthead. You don't like it.
なんか私たちを見張っているみたい。
保健室にあった古い新聞記事にも誘拐殺害事件の被害者の
I'll kick her out after this cutscene, silly.
顔写真が載っていたが、その中にあの子もいたんだ。あの女の子の霊が幸子なのは間違いないと思う。
だけどこっちの記事の中では殺されずに生きていたって。この事件から生還したのなら成長して大人になっているはずだよね。私たちよりずっと。他の霊たちと一緒に子供の姿のまま幽霊になっているのはなんか変じゃない？
ああ、そこが辻褄の合わないところだが、おそらくこの事件の直後に何らかの要因でやはり命を落としたんだろうな。
You know, that would be the line of thinking, wouldn't it?
幸子の霊に会えば、このルポ記事じゃないが、もっといろいろと当時のことがわかるかもな。呪いだかなんだか知らないが、この学校を出し抜く鍵が見つかるかもしれない。ユカを見つけたら探してみるか。あの子の霊も。
心配。あれから全然ユカちゃんの声が聞こえないもの。
ああ、なんとか別館に行かないと。
She's not in the other building anymore.
なんだ、さっきまでの揺れと違う。
Oh, Jesus.
大きいよこれ。やだ。校舎壊れちゃう。
ナミ、大丈夫か？捕まってろ、俺に。話すなよ。
Y'all need to get under something. Jesus.
なんだ、なかなか収まらないな。
You're lucky something didn't fall and kill you.
ナミ、
天井の
Yeah.
サトシ。
Yeah, that's.
サトシ、大丈夫。やだ、サトシ。
He's dead.
殺さないで。
My ears.
篠崎しっかりしろ。
So this is also. Can I talk about the fact that I have not saved? I've not saved since after the Yuka chase. I think that it's bullshit where they put these save points. Because I'm about to make a choice that can also lock me out of a good route. Just punch the crap out of him.
篠崎、大丈夫か？よし、よし、よし、篠崎、大丈夫だ。よし。
時の出来事です。
何のことだ？何か見たのか？
この子たちを殺した犯人が分かった。
え？
この文化人形の声じゃ届かないわけだわ。犯人の尊厳。
Where is she? Oh, baby. She's just on the chair. I guess I should. You know what? I was going to take a proper break whenever I went and separated them, but I'm wondering if I should just get my ass up and do it now. Moxie. Moxie. She's like sitting on the chair and they're having like a little stare down.
O前、まさか殺害現場でも見せられたのか？
そうよ。今私。
この。
You're okay. And you go that way. I was gonna say go away, but you know. Let's see if I can. Go play with that. You're not gonna stand for her? You're not gonna stand for this? No. Alright. Latka has decreed that she needs to go. So I'm gonna go put her in... Well, I'm not gonna lock her in Moss's room, but I sure am gonna close the door and make sure she's not here. But yeah, so give me a second. I'm gonna take a proper break. I know it's quiet, but the child has spoken. This needs to be done now. So I'll be right back. Okay. I had to pick her up and take her out. She ran back in twice. Moxie's like, no, I want to be in here with you guys. I want to be here with the cool kids. I had to, like, throw her down the hall. She went whoop. I threw her down the hall. She ran back in. It was a game. She's like, this is fun, Mom. Do it again. I'm like, no, I'm trying to kick you out. Again. She went, noom. She landed. She ran back up into me, into the room, looked at me. I did it again. She ran in again. She's like, this is a game now. God. Okay. I didn't even know why I put the be right back screen. I knew I was gonna be back. But let me... No, I did say I might take a proper break, but then I thought about it and I was like, let's not. Because there's no music. There's no nothing. My stupid diva child, though.
その子は悪くない。知りたいと望んだのは私だし、
She could have just told us, by the way. She didn't have to, like... Yeah, no. We didn't have to have all of this happening.
殺害犯は女の子よ。鈴本さんが持っていた古い新聞記事にも顔の写真と名前が載ってた。赤い服の女の子、篠崎幸子。被害者みたいに写ってるけど。
She's no victim. She's crazy.
はあいやいや、無理だろう。子供にそんな同じくらいの年の子供をさらってきて監禁してなんてよ。ハンマー持ったあの化け物なら子供くらいさらったり縛ったりもできるんだろうけどよ。
あいつはただの協力者よ。幸子にこの子たちが殺されている時。
Now I have a bunch of... So, like, she grabbed this napkin and took it into her freaking bed. So, like, I tried to pull it away and she grabbed onto it. And now I've just got 2 pieces of ripped napkin on my desk.
あいつは部屋の隅で震えていた。
マジかよ。
何を理由に協力していたのかわからないけれど、伝えなきゃ。持田君に、先生に。
あ
あの空間にいたナホさんですら真実に届いていなかった。
I think Naho knows. I just think that she is being an ass.
早くみんなに知らせないと本当のことを知る前に殺されちゃう。もし無防備に幸子に接触でもしたら危険だわ。戻らなきゃ。ゆきちゃん、お願い。もう一度あの場所へ連れて行って。あなたも他の子たちもみんな必ず成仏させてあげるから。
でもおすすめはしません。あなたたちや他の人たちの働きかけで今あの空間は大きく乱れ始めています。今度戻ったらもし理性が残っていたとしてもあなたたちをもう一度ここへ連れ戻すことはできないと思います。
だけどこのまま放っておいたら死ぬまくん行こう。みんなを助けにね。持田くんを。
Yeah, if you put are you out of your mind, then we're trapped in a bad ending.
わかったよ。俺だって数少ない連れ失うのは嫌だからな。
Man, my boy Yoshi really needed to be an S tier. I feel like such a dick for putting him in. He was at the top of the A tier, but he really is a real one. Nyx was right. I really messed up putting him where I put him.
何か言った？
別に何も。
I'll at least swap him with Tsukasa, because holy.
もう一遍だけミキには会っときたかったけど。
Miki? Who's Miki? Who the hell is Miki? Pervs on the teacher, though. I mean... I don't care. Now this is where I would have been able to take a break if my cat could have waited like 5 minutes. Who is Miki? Who? Miki who? Miki Corpse Party. Who's Miki? Who's Miki? Dead patient? Oh, Yoshiki has a younger sister. Miki is the only family member of Yoshiki who checks on him occasionally and offers him any sympathy. She shows genuine care for her older brother by sending him tea and occasionally cooks for him. Miki even will reassure Yoshiki that the rest of the family will eventually let him move back in with them. Aww. Well, that's sweet. The girl from Corpse Party Dead Patient is the picture for some reason. It's not her. I was about to crash out. You have no idea. I was about to sit there and go, wait. Alright, I'm temp saving. Why does his family kick out their teenager? So his home life is apparently like super bad. And he finally just stopped putting up with it. And they disowned him for it. Like basically he just stopped like standing by and like letting them like do what they want or whatever. And they were like, if you're gonna be an asshole in our house, then I have no fucking son. So they kicked him out. He lives by himself. He works 2 jobs. So that way he can pay rent. Apparently he has a little sister that comes to visit him and is like, the family will let you back eventually. He's a second year, he's a sophomore in high school, but yeah, no. Yeah, Yoshiki, like, my boy Yoshiki has gone through a lot. Alright, I mixed it up still. Yeah, no, a sophomore in high school. I couldn't imagine trying to live by myself as a sophomore in high school. But for those of you who don't know, high school in Japan, I don't know if it's changed, but it's not mandatory to do high school. You can basically go into the workforce if you want to in high school. There's probably going to be very few jobs that will take you if you are already in high school. I think that a lot of schools like ban you going to do part-time if you're in high school. But you can go straight into the workforce. Or you could at this point, like you could opt to just not go to high school. So that is a whole thing. I obviously think that is wild that they think that 14-year-olds can just figure it out if they so choose. Maybe they need parental permission to not go to high school. Like, I don't know if that's actually the case or not. I also don't know if things have changed. High school might be mandatory now. Who the fuck knows? But I'm pretty sure at the time of this game, which was what, 2005? High school wasn't mandatory. You could literally go right into the workforce if you wanted to. School isn't for everyone. I think the sad thing about Yoshiki is he wants to go to school. He doesn't, like, he genuinely shows up even though he's, like, overworked from doing 2 jobs. And I think it is genuinely because he wants to finish school. It's just really hard because working 2 jobs is already difficult on a good day. Could you imagine working 2 jobs and trying to pass high school? Fuck. Entry into the Empire of Japan's secret intelligence base is strictly forbidden. Expulsion of all trespassers. Alright. So, let me grab my little name tag guide, and we're gonna skip all of the name tags that are in the Yuka Chase sequence. It's not mandatory, but as of 2020, 98.8% attend. I'm assuming your local public school has to let you in. The rest are entrance exams, yeah. I was going to say, like, I'm pretty sure there are high schools, like, I'm not going to say that it's impossible to go to high school. Like, it's like here, if you want to go to high school, there are going to be schools that let you in. It's just, you don't have to go to high school. Whereas I think for us, I think you have to have the permission of a guardian to not go to high school if you're under the age of 18. I think until you hit 18 years old, you have to go to school. And then if you hit 18 and decide you don't want to go to school anymore, you can like opt to get a GED or like something like that if you want to drop out of school. But I'm pretty sure if you are under the age of 18 or in some states under the age of 17, you have to go to school until you are in the age of majority. And then at that point, you can opt to drop out if you want to. Whereas it's just not mandatory. I think here it's mandatory until 16. Yeah, I was gonna say, that I think is the big difference, is you don't have to go to high school, but you would be going into high school at like 14 to 15. When did it release? I think this game came out in 2008. Oh, no. So this game, the very first one, this game first came out in 1998. So Corpse Party was 1998. But the remake, which I think might have changed a little bit about the characters and their backstories, the date I believe is 2008 instead of 1998. So like depending on when it came out, like if Yoshiki's story hasn't changed, because I don't know what the original plot of like OG Corpse Party is. I know it's different. In what's it called? In the original Corpse Party, there wasn't a curse. There wasn't like a Shinozaki Ever After charm. They just were at school after hours, and then they got sucked into a hell school. And literally it was just they were here after hours and they shouldn't have been. So I don't know if Yoshiki's story has changed. Also, Mayu wasn't in the OG. Neither was Morishige. It was literally just Ayumi, Yoshiki, Satoshi, and Yuka. Oh yeah, and then Miss Yui was also not in the OG, I think. Maybe question. Everybody who died was in the OG. They added victims. Oh yeah, and then, yeah, no, Seiko also wasn't in the OG. Like, anybody who died, I don't think was in the OG, if I'm remembering correctly. But yeah, I couldn't tell you if Yoshiki's backstory changed from the 1998 version to the 2008 version. But the original story is 1998. The version we are playing is 2008. So there is that. Good thing I didn't play OG No Best Girl. You actually can't. I was gonna say, it's not possible to play OG because of what it came out on. Was if high school was free when the game came out? It wasn't. Oh. So you're telling me this kid... For the US, the legal requirement that you have to go to school is 9th grade. So, for the US, I believe if your parents want you to go to school, you have to go to school. So, like, you can say, oh, well, you don't, like, have to frickin' go to 10th grade or whatever, but I'm pretty sure if you want to not go to school when you're in the age of minority, you, like, have to. Oh, for us, as in us, my country, oh. You can be emancipated, but that's a whole thing. I was gonna say, if we're starting to go into, like, emancipation rules... Like, that's the exception of the rule and not the facts. Like, there would have to probably be, like, I was gonna say there's a lot of different ways that could work, but I feel like we really shouldn't get into the nitty-gritty of, like, child emancipation laws, because usually, if that's an option, there's already something very, very wrong going on. But in a normal family, in a normal household, the way it works here is you probably have to go to high school until you finish high school, or until you're in the age of majority, at which case you can opt to drop out. And that changes state to state. Some places will allow you to make those types of choices when you're 16, some 17, some 18, but it's usually up to 18. The government started paying schools 118,800 yen per year for tuition. Private schools can charge more and public cannot. You don't have to apply to public schools, you do for private. Cool, cool, cool. But yeah, so at the time, not only was Yoshiki out on his own, having to pay rent. Not only was he out having to pay rent to live, not only was he having to pay for this apartment, he was having to pay for school. Yeah, and food. Bro, like, I can't. I was like, so what if you said the teacher had huge knockers? It's like, I can't fault my man. Yoshiki's going through it, alright? They transfer. I mean, he probably walks. He probably walks or has a bike. I was like, uniforms are included at least, but he's got to get shoes and such, yeah. And he has no friends. Like, he didn't have friends when he started going to school. Like, he didn't have friends until... Actually, I think him and Satoshi were friends. I think that that's actually how it worked. I think that, like, Yoshiki only had Satoshi as a friend, and then he met Ayumi, and then, like, the friend group just started to grow. I think that that's, like, literally how it happened. But yeah, no, Yoshiki's had it rough. My boy deserves to be an S tier, man. I feel so bad.
どこかで渡してあげてください。
A marble statue shaped like some sort of demon, given to you by Yuki.
だったらお前が渡してやってくれよ。
サトシさんたちの周りには今あの子がつきまとっていて、近くもう一つ赤い像もあって、それも見つけたら渡してあげてください。分かった。体を取り戻してもらった私たち3人はもう準備はできています。そのせいで多重空間のバランスが壊れています。気をつけてください。あと足りなかった犯人の懺悔を引き出すには、犯人のあの子を浄化させてあげるしかありません。私はもう心が侵され始めました。次に私を見たら意識が消えた。
とにかくサトシたちとユイ先生を探すか。
I'm pretty sure there is a bad ending to, like, if you try to talk to Yuki.
先生と鈴本、森重以外は姿も見えなかったしな。隅々まで校舎の中を見たと思うけど、マジでいるのか？考
えるしかないわね。そう、多重空間。最初の教室でユイ先生と一緒の時に見た人玉が言ってたでしょ。
Yeah, but they're collapsing, so now they're turning into one space.
出会えなかったみんなはきっと飛ばされた次元が違っていたのよ。だから同じ校舎にいても会えなかった。
He's holding his head, and I'm like, dude, me too.
分かってなかったの？
え？ああ、いや。あ。おう。って待てよ。お、じゃあどうやって犯人のこと伝えんだよ。会えもしない奴らに。
ユキちゃんが今言ってたじゃない。多重空間が壊れてるって。もしかしたら別次元同士の関わり合い方が変わってるかもしれない。もう一度探してみよう。先生を、みんなを。
あ、わかった。
本当にわかったの？
What do you want? What else do you want him to say, Yumi? I said I was gonna be nice to Yuka. I did not say I was gonna be nice to Yumi, and she is trying my patience. I was trying to be nice, but what? I came with you, all right. Yoshi is already a better man than I would be. He's a better person than I would be.
わかったって。でもよ、あの子供たちの霊じゃないってんだな。無関係の人間を何人もこの空間に呼び寄せて閉じ込めている存在が何者なんだろうな。
Where even am I? Where am I? Koko wa doko? Hi, Yuka.
隠しておこう。スースーして嫌だな。でも濡れたまま履いてたら気持ち悪いし。
Yuka, this is why you should have peed in the corner. And then she sat down right on the frickin' panties.
さっきから地震ばっかり。学校壊れちゃわないかな。お兄ちゃん、お兄ちゃん。
My cat is like frickin' breakdancing in her bed. You happy? You happy she's gone? Such a dick. You're comparing the 98 plot with the plot now. Ryan's like, I'm gonna get to the bottom of this. I'm gonna see how messed up Yoshiki was in the past and how messed up he was in the future. I do find it interesting that it was like there was literally just no curse. It was like they just stayed after the bell and that was it. And that was a bad thing. Alright, so hang on. Let me skip all of Yuka's stupid... Okay, near the stairs. Hold on. Child. She's being such an ass. Yeah, no, Sachiko is a totally different character.
校舎が違う。ここさっきまで私たちがいた天神症じゃない。
妙な寒気と真っ黒い気配は倍増されてるけどな。早いとこあいつら見つけてみんなで脱出するぞ。
You done being a brat. You my brat. She's so cute. She's so cute when she's not being a dickhead. It doesn't seem like anyone except Sachiko had backstory in the original. Okay, that makes sense. That would explain why I don't know anything. They also had attacks. Yeah, no, they had magic. There was a magic. They had magic. And like, if you look at the menus, they had magic. There's skeletal remains here. Kagemiyano. Okay. And then head downstairs and a bit of progression, huh? Me temp saving every 5 minutes. This is an RPG Maker game. Yeah, I probably didn't have a way to get rid of it. Maybe not with RPG Maker 98. But, okay, no. So, funny enough, so let me explain this. RPG Maker basically used to, way back when, they used to have, like, basically game jams. Where, like, they would put out a theme, and then, or like, they would put out little contests, and, like, you would have to make, like, a game based around that contest, and then you would submit it, and then the top 3 games that got submitted would be featured in, like, their article and stuff like that. And this game got 2nd place. I don't know what got 1st place, but, you know. So, not only was it an RPG Maker, like, 98 game, like an old game, not only that, but, like, it was made for a game jam, so, like, they probably didn't have time. Dante 98 version of RPG Maker, but it came out in 96. Oh. See, that's not my fault. That's not my fault. Because it's called, like, the Corpse Party 98 version, so my brain just automatically goes 1998. 1998. September 31st. On April 22nd, 1996, an adventure game called Corpse Party was published in spring 1996 edition of Login Softcom number 6. It was made on by a 22-year-old college student by the name of Kedouin. Yep, it's Kedouin. On February 26, 1997, Kedouin won 2nd place in the 2nd annual entertainment competition, netting him 5 million yen, or 61,600. That's a lot of money back in the day. $61,000 back in the frickin' day. Jeez. And now people just game jam. Nobody wants to pay anyone anymore. But yeah, no, Kedouin is literally... He's still the one who writes the Corpse Party stuff. So, that's a whole thing. So yeah, I guess if we're going by Kishinuma's backstory, then we would have to assume that it's... we could probably do everything by 2008 standards, because it's 2008, I think. But alright. Is this downstairs? Why is the music dying? Eat my ass. I'm temp saving, but I want to check what's up here first. Absolutely nothing. Alright. Yeah, you literally can't play it. Like, I was going to say, like, that's why when Jim said, I want to play that version of the game, it's like, you literally can't. You would actually need the console that it ran on. It was remade and released in 2011, though.
おい、篠崎。お前。
何？
それ怪我か？尻のとこ、血がいっぱいついてるぞ。
That's right, Ayumi. Oh, Ayumi. I forgot. I wasn't even noticing the blood on her skirt. This is a horrible time to not have like a pad or a tampon.
なんか尖った木とかで傷でもつけたのか？大丈夫？
うるさいな、もうあっち行ってよ。
え？
あいつほんとデリカシーがないよ。ムカつくな、もう。
I mean, I understand, right? But like, he has no way of knowing that that's from.
どうしよう。カバン持ってないから買いようがないし。
Well,
こんな状態で持田くんやみんなに会いたくない。
Yoshiki's sinking into a puddle of embarrassment. I don't think he realizes yet. I don't think he ever realizes, actually. Also, in this situation, I'm just freeballing it. He wanted to know if she was hurt, which is a real concern. Yeah, no, we're freeballing this.
何か落ちてる。あ、あれは如月学園の学生証だ。
Oh, I forgot all about this, by the way. By the fucking way. Ayumi actually has the chance to be the biggest grade A bitch here.
近くに誰かいる？誰のかな？中島さんのだ。
It's Naomi's.
幸子さんの切れ端も挟んである。間違いない。
Naomi's student ID name tag. She must have dropped it along the way without even realizing it. Yeah, no, this actually, like, this grade A bitchery is 1000% why Ayumi ends up, like, so low on the tier list.
篠崎、どうしたんだよ。あ、それ誰の学生証だ？
中島さんのよ。この近くにいるんだ。中島さん、いるの？返事して。
中島！聞こえてねえのかな？
探そう。きっと近くにいるよ。
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no, my worst nightmares. Oh no.
うわ、あっち。言うか。お前な、その人の肩に口を押し付けて。
A lot, actually. I had to. My sister was a biter.
熱風吐き出すのやめろ。 分かった。サンキュー。てか、普通に呼びに来てくれ。
You remember biting my sister's foot? Now out of Valis, it was there and I was bored. Yeah. I was really surprised to get kicked in the face for some reason. What are you doing? 14-year-old, by the way.
Yare. また自分の部屋の扉開けっぱなしじゃないか。 いててて。なんだ、頭がズキズキするぞ。真っ暗だ。どうなっ だったんだ一体。大きな地震があって。なんだ、手の下に何かある。柔らかい何かの肉。
Oh my god.
これは
Sir. Move your hand before she removes it for you.
うわっ。ナミ、すまない、違うんだ。今のは。
Whatever the fuck, bro. Whatever. Are you fine? A fucking beam fell down on your head.
さっき針が頭に落ちてきて血が。
I was gonna say, also, like, by the way, the boys be concussed. Yoshiki's probably got a concussion. Satoshi's probably got a concussion. Concussions for everybody.
顔赤いけど辛そうだね。ありがとう、かばってくれて。
いや、平気だ。その血も止まってるみたいだ。
そう。
Ooh, spooky.
すごいすごい。何なんですかこれは。どこなんですかここは。
Oh, it's Taguchi.
落ち着くんだ。落ち着いてしっかり取ってくれ。ここで目にしたものは一つ残らず記録するんだ。
はい。
いいぞ、成功だ。絶対にこれで取れる。この映像で世のオカルトジャンルがひっくり返るぞ。よし、早速ここで猟奇実話ルポ第3回を書き始めよう。肌で体感している生のワードが今なら書ける。
これはこの校舎の映像だな。
さっきサトシが入れたテープだよね、これ。
ああ、カメラは電源が入らなかったはずだけど。
このテープの持ち主が撮影したのかな。取材。
すごい。なんだこれ。至る所に落書きがある。しにたくの。うわ、すごい。
This man is having the time of his life not realizing he's cooked.
気をつけるんだ。この学校についてはまだデータが少ない。何が起こるかわからないぞ。あまり触れない方がいい。
いやいや、こんな美味しい絵取らなくてどうすんすか。すごいな。だけど先生、いいんですか。あの子ナホちゃん置いてきちゃって。きっと怒りますよ。自分だけのけ者にされたって。
そうだな。今回は事情が違う。あの子を危険な目に遭わせられないよ。
Him doing the right thing is the reason why Naho's such a...
ま、そりゃそうですけどね。本物ですか。
ようだ。
したい。したい。先生、やばいですよ。帰りましょう。この子の制服、新しいですよ。僕らの時代の子ですよ。きっと全国で行方不明になっているこの何人かはここで朽ち果てているんですよ。なんてところに来ちゃったんだ。
そうだな。これ以上は危険か。
早く逆打ちの方法を教えてください。
逆打ち？
So, to catch y'all up, in, I'm gonna say 2003 is when he does this, because the school, the elementary school, got bulldozed over and became a different school. He has created a ritual to create a parallel school, like an identical school, in a parallel universe, like a little pocket dimension, so that way he could explore the school. And, like, you know, the evil energies within it or whatever. I believe it took him a couple of years, because I think that happened in, like, 2003. And then in 2005, he finally figures out how to traverse this pocket dimension school, only to find out that people have been getting sucked into it, like, while he's been trying to get in here. And then he dies, and for some reason, more people keep getting sucked into the school, and we still don't know how. It's gonna go great on YouTube. Totally worth the murder dimension. Yeah, pretty much. Like, obviously, I know why the people getting stuck in the school ramped up, but we'll see what happens in a minute.
ああ、教えていなかったっけな。方法はどうした？
声が聞こえるんです。子供の声。
本当か？
ほら聞こえる。
落ち着くんだ。いいか、私には聞こえない。子供の声とは何人だ？男児か女児か？
響先生、今何かいましたよ。
どこだね？
こっちです。君、待ってくれ。
大丈夫か？
すみません、何か踏んで。カメラ無事ですか？
ああ。田口君、どこへ行くんだ？テープがもうない。替えのテープは。
Jesus, that scream. I was gonna say, I think that Morishige has, like, the wildest scream in this of the boys, but yeah, no, that one's pretty visceral.
なんだろう、逆打ちって。
帰るための方法と言っていたな。肝心なところがなかったけど。
続きあるかも。ゆかちゃん見つけたらテープも探してみよう。
ああ、だな。よし、別館へ行く方法を探そう。ダメだ、このカメラテレビにくっついて離れない。
そう、持ち歩けたらテープすぐ見られるのにね。
There's a notebook inside the cabinet. Notice, confinement tour has been cancelled. The safety of the confined students cannot be guaranteed. Apologies to those who have already been confined. I pray for your continued good health. What? What? Okay. Whatever you say, game.
校舎の様子が変わってる。
さっきの大揺れ、やはりただの地震じゃなかったようだな。
また空間が変な風にくっついたり離れたりしたのかな。
かもな。とにかく動いてみよう。慎重にな。
サトシ、ちょっと待って。背中、服に木くずが刺さってる。
Their skeleton remains sprawled out across the floor. Okay. Where the? But where am I? Okay, that's Kyosuke. Himonya.
サトシと中島じゃないかあれ。
Hey!
やっぱり多重空間が解消したんだ。行こう。
おう、サトシ、中島。
よしき、篠崎、お前ら無事だったのか。
委員長、よかった。会いたかったよ。私も本当どうしようかと思った。
よしき、
悪運強えな、お互い。
I love Yoshiki.
そんな鈴本さんまで。
篠原、冗談だろ。
くそ、さっきまで笑ってたじゃないかよ。みんななんでだよ。
とにかくこれ以上誰も死なないで。委員長としての命令よ。
篠崎、
宍戸先生と森重君とゆかちゃんを見つけてここから帰るんだから。
So about Morishige,
ああ、もちろんだ。
いい、殺害犯は幸子よ。出会ったら気をつけてね。奈穂さんやゆきちゃんの話では殺害犯幸子の残業を引き出すことができれば殺された3人が自動的に条例されてこの校舎を包んでいる例示場が開き元の世界へ帰れるかもしれないってことよ。
赤い服の幸子か。どうすれば懺悔なんてさせることができるんだ。
だよね。あなたたちのさっきの話、逆打ち法について聞かせてくれる？このテープで帰るための方法みたいに言っていたんだけどね。肝心のところで切れてたんだ。テープを変えるって言って終わってるからきっと続きがあると思うの。キビキって人の取材テープみたいで。キビキ先生の？あ、うん。この方法さえ分かればこれ以上霊とかに関わらなくて済むし。条例とかより簡単そうだし。だけどそれじゃあ根本的な解決にならないよ。条例法、私に逆打ちじゃない方を奈穂さんが教えたのはこの恐ろしい呪いの拡大を止めてほしいと考えているからだわ。
about that. That is totally what she wants.
この学校をこのままにしておくとこれからもずっとたくさんの子たちがここに閉じ込められて無獄死んでいくんだよ。そんなのただの高校生の私たちに何ができるっていうのよ。幸子に罪を後悔させるその方法をなんとか探るんだよ。なんで最初から無理って決めつけてるわけ？私の話だからうさんくさいって？
No, it's because she's scared her friends are dying and she wants to go home, Ayumi.
そうじゃないけど。
とにかく協力して頑張ろう。俺たちは逆打ち法について探りながらゆかやみんなを探すから、よしきと篠崎はゆい先生たちを探してくれ。
おう、
揃ったらここに戻ってこよう。待ち合わせだ。
サトシ、これやるわ。
ん？
なんか味方してくれた子供の霊から お前らに渡してやれって預かったんだ。
じゃ委員長気をつけてね。
中島さん、あんまり持田君に近づかないで。
Shut up, Ayumi. Oh my god.
おい、篠崎。おい。
何？
もうちょい力抜けよ。
I don't think you look discouraged enough. Try scowling some more.
中島さんの学生証、幸子さんの切れ端も渡しそびれちゃった。
後で渡せばいい。問題ないだろう。何も。
市場を優先してクラスの人に暴言なんて、私委員長として失格だ。
篠崎あゆみ個人としては素直な反応だろう。俺がお前の立場でもああ言うと思うぜ。
そう？
多分。
なんか気楽になった。
ああ。
確かに今幸子に出会っても懺悔させる方法なんて思いつかないし、ゆい先生を探して逆打ちでもいいから、とにかくみんなで帰ろう。
あ。
You are now following multiple parties. You may only directly control one party at a time, however. If you wish to switch from one party to the other, you may do so at will by stepping on one of the many pentagrams scattered throughout the school building. That's all well and good, but can I have a save point? Like, that is so great. But also, oh, thank God. Alright, so we're saving here. Because if I use this save point, I can literally just go up and unlock the entrance to get the bad ending. And then if I want to get caught by Kizami, I'll just start over. But yeah, I think, yeah, it's already 1:46. At 1 o'clock, I usually try to find a good spot to call it. This is probably the best spot I'm going to find to call it, so we're probably gonna stop here. I'm gonna go comfort Moxie, let her back in, because she seemed a little disheartened when she realized that I was trying to kick her out of the room. But yeah, so I'm probably going to look up the endings and how to get them. There's 9 in total. We're gonna go ahead tomorrow and try to get every single ending except for the true ending. And I'm also gonna do my best to try and get the loop ending second to last. How could you betray Moxie like this? My child spoke. She was like, get the witch out of my room, out of my dominion. Sometimes Locke just decides she doesn't want her in the room, so. And yeah, then once we get the loop ending, I might hop into Book of Shadows. I might just go for the loop ending first and then hop into Book of Shadows and then come back and get all of the other endings. Like, maybe I'll do it that way just because it's probably going to take a while for me to get to the loop ending. It's probably going to take a while for me to get to the loop ending, but if I leave nothing but the true ending, for Corpse Party, there's not going to be a lot to do when we do. Like, I'm going to come back, get the true ending, and that's going to be it. So I'll figure out what I want to do. What is today? Thursday? I think Friday and Saturday are going to be art days. If we stream, they'll probably be shorter streams. I can't guarantee there's gonna be a stream on Friday and Saturday. Sunday and Monday are also kind of weird. Like, Sunday I might stream, but if we stream, it might be a community day. And then Monday is my designated day off. But we'll see. At the absolute latest, we'll be back on Tuesday. But I can see myself doing a small stream on Friday or Saturday. I'll see how I feel. But yeah, that's gonna be it for me. Thanks for swinging, you guys. All of your faces, I'll see you guys when I see you.